Hey guys, it's Syndicate here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to build the plane and get over to the Pack-a-Punch. Now the first thing we're going to need is the warden's key, and all you need to do is just follow the gameplay that I show you as to where you can find all these certain parts. The warden's key is found in the central building, which is just behind us, and hopefully this zombie's going to stay alive and not die. So we're going to open onto City Street, walk upstairs, and then go up to the next level, open this door for 2,000 points, and what you can do here is run straight down over here, and if you can see the key on a ledge around this area here, just this thing here. If you see the key there, then what you want to going to do is drop down into afterlife mode here like so. When you drop down into afterlife mode, we're going to turn around and we're going to jump up into like a little hidden walkway that you'll be able to see here. So you jump up into here, and well, that was a fail. Jump up into here and you electrocute the box, but as you can see, there is no actual key on this ledge, so we're just going to revive ourselves. But I just thought I'd show you guys what you do to get it in that circumstance. And if you did actually electrocute and you saw the key there, this will lower down. You just press X and you grab the key. So now what I'm going to do is show you actually where to get the proper one, where you'll find it. So we're going to go back upstairs, and what we can actually do now from here, if you did go this exact route, you can either open this door or open that, but I'll show you the way from the place that you can open up from the start off. So you can either just open this door, run straight up here, all this way, go left behind Electric Cherry, run straight down, and we are going to see it right there floating around. So just drop down and drop down again. There's the key. You can't grab it. It needs to be lowered. So what we're going to do is going to run over to the afterlife machine over here, hold X, drop down into afterlife, and then we are going to look for our little hidden parkour thing I was going to say. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump up into this and we're going to electrocute this box, which as you can see, once we've electrocuted this, the key is now lowered down to like height level of being able to grab it, and everything is successful. Once we grab our body, run back over, like parkour around this zombie, go over to it, hold X to grab the key, and there we go. We have the key. Pretty simple. Now we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now that we've got our warden's key, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the tanks. Now we're going to find the tanks down near the dock, and I'll show you exactly where you need to go to get this. Just hopefully run away from these zombies without going down. But we're going to run the same route we pretty much did last time to get the warden's key. We just go up top with this door open, and we're going to run over to the gondola. Now if you haven't activated the gondola, there's an afterlife you can drop down into there, power it up here, jump in it with 750 points, and down you go off to the docks. Now, this is pretty easy to do on single player. Multiplayer, it's kind of like a trap system, how you won't know what I'm on about fully unless you've tried it, is that once we open this door, it's kind of like you open one door, the other door closes, so you kind of have to like do a bit of teamwork for someone to grab the, you know, the actual part themselves to help you out of it. But anyway, we're doing this for solo, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you this over here, and we're going to go ahead with our warden's key, hold X to open this, gate opens, we can see our tanks, and what we're going to do now is drop down into afterlife mode. Now we drop down into afterlife mode, we're going to charge up this little station to the side of it, which is going to open the gates, and when the gates get opened, let's run over to this like so, gates opened, we can see the tanks that are available, we're going to spawn in, run over to our tanks, grab the part, and there we go, we have the tanks. Alright guys, so on the checklist now, we've got the warden's key, we've got the tanks, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves the rigging. Now I'm going to show you where to go and get the rigging, where we're going to find them in the Citadel tunnels. So what we're going to do is escort this zombie to follow us all the way to the Citadel tunnels. Now, there's a few places, or like ways you can go to actually get to this really easily, but for me, I find it best just going this way, because you can take the gondola, go down, run through all the buildings, but if you head towards where you can see, let me just look for the street, Michigan, head on Michigan, and we're going to head down to the Citadel tunnels, there it is, and we'll run past double tap on our left hand side in a second. There it is, and then we'll do a left and another left. You'll see the shotgun go through the arches where the box location would be, and we are going to drop down into afterlife mode. But before we drop down into afterlife mode, we're going to run all the way down to the bottom of this little elevator shaft thing, because at the bottom here we have to do something first. Now make sure you get this done, because there's been so many times I forgot to do it. And once we got the warden key, we're going to hold X to open. Now this opens this up to be able to zap this with electricity. Whilst you're down here, give this door an open. It only costs you 1,000 points, but just give that a crack open, and we're going to run upstairs and we're going to drop down into afterlife mode, activate that like timer thingy. It is a timer thingy and a password, so we're going to drop down into that. I'm probably just going to kill a few zombies here just to help me out when I respawn, but hey, I think we'll be okay. Alright, once we head down into afterlife mode, we're going to sprint straight down and we're going to read the numbers. Now these change every time, so we've got 0, we've got 6, and we've got a 1. So we're going to straight to this, 0, keep zapping it until the numbers change, 6, and then a 1. And now we've got to try and sprint up to the top before I die, which is looking highly likely like I will do. This could be an epic clutch. Wow, that was probably like the most clutchiest revive I've got. Now, unfortunately, because of me messing about trying to do a tutorial here for you guys, I did mess up and down, but please don't make that mistake. I actually failed the reload on the blunder gap, but we got 45 seconds where we're going to sprint down now into this building to our left. Here we go, and we're going to open up this right here. Now, when we open this up, don't worry, the countdown stops and we pick ourselves up the rigging. So there we go, we got the rigging. Next, we're going to move on to a different part, so let's do so. Alright, so now we got the rigging, we're going to go ahead and get the engine. Now, what we need to do to this is we're going to go ahead and get on the gondola and go down to the docks. Now, the reason we're going to go down to the docks is because we're going to go into this building right there. So, let's go ahead and run there whilst this round has just begun, which should be a bit of an adventure. Bit of zombie killing going on, but we should be alright, I think. Well, fingers crossed. Anyway, right, the reason why we're going to have to do this is because we have to activate some generators. Now, the reason we have to activate some generators is because we need to go ahead and turn off an electric trap that is stopping us from getting in a building with our warden's key, which you can find in the warden's office over there, which is where we're going to go shortly. So, we're just going to take this down and we're going to head into this building right here on the bottom floor. So, let's sprint on over and we're just going to open this door here. So just crack that door open and you'll see an afterlife mode. Now straight away, just jump into afterlife mode, and what you're doing here is pretty straightforward. So hopefully you'll be able to understand what I'm doing. So as you can see here, we got these wires on the floor leading to this like generator. So you just want to zap them and you'll see it like absorb electricity, or just I think you actually destroy the generators from generating the power around the electricity box, but you'll see what I'm saying in a minute. So, I just got zapped for some reason, but I'm not too sure what just happened then. So the generators is done. We heard the noise activate, and we can now head off upstairs. The reason we're going to do this is because we're going to go ahead and get ourselves that next plane part. Now I'm just going to sprint up here, up through the Citadel tunnels, and hopefully I know which way I'm supposed to go, because we need to go basically where you can find sleight of hand to do this next part. So let's just sprint up here. I'm just going to shoot him because I would not like to go down again, please. I'll pass on that. I've had enough of the whole going down. Well, let's try to do this tutorial for you guys. Alright, so I believe we're gonna go. Should we try right? Watch the double tap here. Double taps here. Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, so we're gonna go right, and then we're gonna go up, and then we're gonna go left. So we're just gonna sprint up here, take down this guy, take down them guys, and you'll be able to say here to your right, there's no electric around this barrier. Open it with the warden's key, jump in and grab your part, kill any zombies in your way, and there you go. We have a third part. Brilliant. Okay, so the next part on the checklist is going to be the uniforms. Now, we're going to be able to find the uniforms in the showers, so that's where we're going to head and go. I didn't actually know it was called the showers, but we're going to go to the showers because that's what we need next. So we're going to sprint up this way to the right-hand side, and then we are just going to drop down here to the very bottom floor. Now, don't worry, you won't take too much damage. Right, so as you can see, there's a door here. Now, you might be like, wait a minute, on my game, the door is closed. How do we get through here? Now, there is an alternate way you can get down here if you choose to do so, which is opening a door that you saw me in the pack, not the Pack-a-Punch, where you saw me get double tap. It's close to that area over there. Just instead of going the route to double tap, take the other route, and you should just head into this room down here. You have to pay to get in, obviously, but you should be fine. But what you're going to do whilst you are here is drop down into afterlife mode, and you will come to this here. What you're going to do is sprint in there and jump and dive and dip and dive everywhere to get to a junction box, or whatever it's called. I haven't really give it a name, to power up this right here. Now, I don't know whether you can power that up just through like jumping upstairs and shooting through the gate. I don't think that's possible, but what you're going to do is go through here, you sprint to the very end, and then you sprint all the way back up top, and you power it up, and once you've powered it up, this gate then opens, which is great. So we're going to head down here, and there's a few things we need to do first. Let me just point out, that's the afterlife box for down here in case you need to use that one rather than using the one upstairs. We're going to run over to here, use the warden's key to open up the gate, then there's the power box that we need to use. So we're going to go over to afterlife, drop down, and when we drop down, we're just going to sprint on over, and a little bit of chaos is going to begin once we get on with this sequence of events. So hopefully you've got some good weapons, or you're doing this at a lower round. Now I'm doing this at quite a high round just simply because I kept going down whilst trying to do a tutorial and point out like important things for you guys. So unfortunate for me, but there you go, you heard a zing, so that means the washing machine is turned on. So we're not going to kill these guys because it doesn't really matter, more are going to spawn anyway. So run into this little building, go over to your washing machine, we're going to hold X to start the sequence. The laundry machine is spinning, we hear some laughing, and we only had, say, what, 2 zombies in that wave left? No, now we get more spawned in, so just fight them off for a little while, you should be alright. Nothing too drastic, well I say that now, watch me go down, hopefully fingers crossed not. I need to get this gun Pack-a-Punch, but I'm trying to show you guys how to Pack-a-Punch with this tutorial. So you can see, it's coming towards the end of its sequence, we just keep holding off. take a few more zombies out. We want to keep some zombies alive, so take care of that. And there we go, the part is available. Cha-ching! We have got the clothing. Brilliant. Alright, so next up is the final part. Probably the easiest part to get as well, but there we go. Soon we will build the plane. Alright guys, so we've got all the parts except one, the control valves. Now we're going to find this up in the infirmary, and don't worry, I'm going to tell you how you can find that. So there's like multiple ways you can get to most parts, but if you just follow the way I take you, then it should just be easiest for you to pick up and understand where to go and not get lost. So just follow this complete route that I'm taking, and we're going to get to a door over here that we're just going to open around this corner and here. So 1,000 points to open it. You could actually approach this from where the box location is downstairs near the acid trap, but this is where we're coming to do this. So we're going to take a right and go through here. Just keep running along until we find this cabinet. Now, the dog should spawn in a second, but we're going to hold that to open it with a warden's key and grab the final part. All 5 parts. Brilliant. But now we need to get to the roof. But if you go to just run up to the roof, you'll see that your door needs power, which is like, God damn it, we need to do more. Which we're going to do is drop down into afterlife mode here, and we're going to go ahead and open the door to get to the roof. Alright, so now we spawned in. That zombie's just still running towards me. We're going to run through here, and you're going to see this little portal here. What we're going to do now is jump up, and you should grab the ledge. If that ledge doesn't work, by the way, jump on that one. I've had that happen a few times. Run over to this doorway, zap it to activate the power, run straight down, and then we're going to go to our character, pick ourselves up, go up towards the roof. I did not see that zombie, I'm not going to lie. Go up to the rooftop, run over to our little workstation, hold X where you craft the plane, and voila, we have built the plane. Now, I'm not going to, well, I'll kill this guy. Alright, so now all you need to do is hold X to begin the takeoff sequence, and we're going to go ahead, fly over to the Pack-a-Punch. Now, I did hold off on uploading this for quite a while for you guys, because I wanted it to be something you all like watched for your first time with no spoilers, because now we're going to go and escape Alcatraz and get off the island for good, which is going to be amazing. No, like I said, I don't want to do spoilers, but here you go. Looks like we're not exactly making it off the island for good, because we do need to return. But here we spawn in, and we've got our Pack-a-Punch machine. Now I'm going to go ahead and Pack-a-Punch both my weapons I've got, because I've got enough points. 5,000 points to use a Pack-a-Punch machine, and don't worry. Oh, there's the plane. I'm actually going to show you us returning back, so just hold your horses and we will return. I've got to fight off a few zombies, and we can return. So there you go, we got our guns Pack-a-Punched. I got my LSAT with target finder on it, but I don't want that, so let's swap that back in. Now if someone's like, oh my god, you Pack-a-Punch twice, don't worry, I don't get too excited. There's certain weapons that you can Pack-a-Punch twice, which changes like the scope or the reticle on it, so yeah, don't get too excited, it doesn't change much. See, now I've got no one. Right, so when you spawn in, you actually have to fight Brutus, just one version of him, and he dies, and then we're going to hold off this wave until we, I believe, we see the chairs appear. So let's just reload, get that, take out these zombies, and I don't know if it's a time sequence or you just got to complete the wave for the chairs to spawn. Ah, there you go. No, you just have to hold off a little while. So you hold off a little while, and you can see these chairs spawn in. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and jump into these and electrocute ourselves. Now, I know that sounds great, but now this actually kills us into afterlife mode and teleports us back to our bodies, which are, for some reason, still in the prison. So you'll see. There we go. We pick ourselves up. We've got ourselves some Pack-a-Punch weapons, and we are pretty much set and ready to go. So there we go, guys. All the list complete. Plane built, Pack-a-Punch reached, sorry, and then you can get your training on. So I hope that tutorial was like understandable enough for you. I think I just made up a word there, and if it was, guys, that'd be amazing if you could leave a like rating, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll put out a bunch of guides for zombies and just like tutorials, and just even showing my own gameplay of me getting to certain rounds or doing pretty cool things or something like that for you to enjoy. But that's about everything, guys. Make sure you click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I make. Adios.